present, future. Welcome to Resurrection, past, present, future. 2 hours of classic, current and future hard dance. Every first Friday of the month from 8 to 10 p.m. on Global Hard House Radio.
On Friday the 2nd of July 1998, a living legend was taken from us. In memory of the great man, and to mark 23 years to the day of the very sad passing of Tony DeVee, we dedicate this entire show to him. And we start this month's Resurrection, past, present and future, with this monster classic. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard because I'm DJ Lord K.
And my terrible yacht drink from the 90s drives them all away again because I am Jolliver.
You're listening to Resurrection, past, present, future. That has got to be one of the biggest hard house tracks ever.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Coming up on today's show, lots of things really.
Loads and loads. We've got some good news as well, haven't we?
Well, we have.
We have.
Scratch Card Corner.
We spend our money so you don't have to. All of the gambling that we do on your behalf is covered by the Resurrection Past, Present, Future promise. We will spend all proceeds on an event for you. It may only be £1, doesn't matter.
At this rate, the next event's going to be in a tent in a field. And I mean a 2-man tent, nothing more. There you go, Tony DeVee kicking off our past section. 23 years to the day tomorrow that the first ever tribute set was played to the man, and that was performed by myself and Wayne G of Twisted fame at Café de Paris in London. special guest later, Jolliver.
Oh, what name can we call him by?
I don't know.
We've got Jason Naughty up later on.
Let's just call him Fred, shall we?
Let's call him Fred for now.
Just for the sheer hell of it. So what is Past, Present, Future all about? Well, the first part of the show we play tunes from the past. The middle section of the show we play tunes from the present.
Oh, what's the last bit, Dom?
I don't know, I can't remember. Fuck. Do you know, I was hoping to do an entire show without saying a swear word.
Bollocks.
Well, yeah, fuck that.
Oh, speaking of abuse, get your shouts into us. Text the word shout to 60441. Standard network supply. We don't care. Pay 10p. It's fine.
And please be as abusive as possible. Moving on. 12-inch thumpers don't cross the line, apparently. Another classic. This is the Glasby remix on the 12-inch thumpers label. Going out to Phil Moby Whale. Fuck off and mind your own business.
Moby, it's almost like you want to get involved so you get abused, you know?
Only too happy to oblige. Imagine the tempo of this one is good for fingering. I mean, I'm not an expert in this field, so I'm just looking at you, Jolliver.
Well, you mean the fingers come into both of our worlds, don't they? Just in different arrangements.
Kind of.
Yeah.
12-inch thumpers don't cry. This is just descending into depravity.
And it's only tune 2.
Yeah. Got 2 hours of this. Coming up later on this evening from 9 o'clock, our very special guest is Jason Naughty. He has agreed to ask me anything. So if you want to ask him anything, feel free. Contact us on our chat. Or they can go through the shout, can't they?
They can go through the shout. You can text the word shout to 60441. Your network will charge you 10p. We don't care. Be as abusive as you like. We are not regulated. Good news.
Hence me being able to say fuck every 5 minutes. So you got myself, DJ Lord K, you've got him, Jolliver, and you've got Music Boy over there in the corner.
Dancing monkey playing, pressing buttons.
Because he loves pressing buttons, don't you? Yeah, he's nodding his head. The wonderful Stuart M is our music thing.
Oh yes, oh yeah, this is my kind of beat. And that is very much Stuart's kind of mix, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, Stu's just said he likes his mixing like he likes his sex. Rough and ready.
That's strange. I would have said crap.
Tied up in a fucking basement.
All right, we got some shouts. A big shout out to my old friend Milos. Oh mate, how you doing? He pops up every now and again. You know, Milos was with us right there back then at the front, smearing glow sticks over each other. He was there. He'll recognise some of these tunes.
How do you mean smearing glow sticks over each other?
We would chew them and sometimes they'd break.
So you've ingested glow-in-the-dark neon glow stick juice.
Lord K, that is the least of my concerns.
Would explain a lot.
Also, big shout to the Cambridge crew. You know who you are. I think a few of you are tuned in. Everyone in the Global Hard House chat room. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Mark. Claire, hello. And Moby, of course, keeps popping up again like he's just dying for it, Moby, isn't he? Yeah. We're going to be speaking to Jason Naughty later. And what we got coming up next, Lord K?
Oh, you're cutting the music so quickly, are you, this week? Wow, okay. Well, that was Rara Fierce and DMF with Rock the Spot. What are you waving at? Just press your fucking buttons and keep your hands still, all right? That's what she said. The lovely Johnny Newell, Rara Fierce and DMF Rock the Spot, which is on Recharge, I believe. That's how you believe. It's written down for me because I'm thick as shit, really. You're listening to Resurrection, Past, Present, Future with me, DJ Lord K.
And me, Jolliver. How you doing?
What we got now, mate?
I can't hear you.
What we've got now is... I've lost where I am on the list. Paul Gillespie in Dynamic Intervention, Locked Up, out on Vicious. Anyone who's making hard house at the moment, make beats like this, please. It's what I love.
See, Mr. Moby, we can play original tracks. Fuck you. Say original mixes. _8 on Friday, the 2nd of July, 2021. You're listening to globalhardhouse.com. I do have to say a massive thank you to Ben Vernard for the show before hours. Wicked as always. I said no.
Few shouts. Where are we in the chat? Oh my god, it's going too quickly. All right, hello Stuart, Jack, how you doing? He sounds like he's lively. Laura Skelton. There's something going on between Laura and Sarah. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I'd love to know.
I'm far too polite to say anything.
It's something about back doors, Dominic. Maybe you can shed some light on this.
I know not of that which you speak.
Send your shouts. Send the word shout to 60441. Standard network replies and put your message afterwards. Be abusive. We will read it out no matter what. Thank you.
That's the Glazer and Dynamic Intervention. Locked up. Should be.
Oh, that sounds like a Stuart mix to me. remember to catch up at any of our Resurrection events in the future to hear Stuart mixing like this. And it's gone.
Oh, here we go. Yay!
It's gone.
Sack the DJ.
He does really well under pressure, our Stuart, poor thing.
Moving on, this is Energy UK DJs. Hackney Funk. I used to live there, you know.
I would love to go to a place in Hackney that plays this kind of music. I don't think it exists.
Maybe in Stoke Newington.
Maybe in Stokey, but even then, Hackney's spreading.
Yeah. So Sith. If you're listening to the show in Hackney, get back in the ocean. Don't forget, we want your questions for Jason Naughty. You can send us in the chat room or in the shout system.
You can text the word shout and then your message to 60441. Oh, I would say, actually, get in the Global Hard House chat room because there's some proper filth going on right now, and it's a lot of fun to read. Ed Croft, big shout to Ed Croft, lovely man.
News just coming in. Laura licks around bum grapes, apparently. More on that story later.
Where can I meet Laura?
Wherever there's round bum grapes, I presume.
Oh, no.
Talking of round bum grapes, I had a brain hemorrhoid once. I think I still got it.
If anyone's got any opinions on that, post them in the Global Hard House chat room.
Just make the shit up. We love reading it out.
Make it up, especially if it's about Dom or Jason Naughty.
Oh yeah, got a bone to pick with our very own Stuart M as well. £500 reward. Did you not see it?
Do tell me more. Do tell me more. Hear this.
Apparently I'd lost a whole load of things, like paddles and what else was it, Stuart? apparently someone stole my special collection.
A special collection of special things.
Yeah. All filth.
Stuart, get on your mic and explain yourself.
Oh, he's shaking his head.
I guess not. He's concentrating on mixing, which is what he should be doing, basically.
Mixing? You mean turning the buttons off?
Pressing buttons. Yeah.
Well, he is our YTS DJ, so, you know. There you go, Energy UK DJs and Hackney Funk on Energy UK Records. Completing this month's past section. We're now going to come up to date with a fabulous remix on Tidy Tracks from none other than Paul King. Apparently Laura's now left the group. We're off to lick some round bum grapes. Okay, so Laura's gone. And Liam's coming. Nice. I've also been told off for not telling you what this track is. Hands up everyone who doesn't know what this track is. I'd say I love the fucking remix. Brilliant. What are you looking at me like that for? Oh, okay.
So it's a committee. Welcome Paul King's how do you say that? Paul
No,
King's,
God, you say it.
Paul
Don't
King's
help him.
Calate La Boca remix.
Well done. Yeah.
I'm Spanish now. Call me Juan. Yeah, shout to Mark Coyne in the chat room getting involved with the Red Bum Grapes.
Oh, they're red bum grapes, not round bum grapes. Oh.
They're
I'm mistaken.
They're red and throbby.
Throbby Williams. Yeah, that's my new DJ name, by the way. I'm not DJ Lord K anymore. I am Throbby Williams. Friday the 2nd of July, you're listening to Resurrection Past, Present, Future. I can't shut up, I've got to do the announcementings. I hope the weather wherever you are today has been as mad and hot as it has been here in Salford. Apparently, right, Liam likes to start with a good rim job, but not a hairy bum hole with bum grapes. Now, you need the hairy bum hole with bum grapes for texture and taste.
I was just going to do a shout out to Liam actually because he's just come in the chat room, but I'm going to put that one on pause, I think.
Dirty, dirty disco boy. Dirty, dirty disco bitch.
And And aptly, the music's right. Dirty, dirty.
Shouts. Get your shouts into us. 60441. Start your message with the word shout.
Disco bitch. Dirty, disco boy. Quit fucking up, it's time, bitch.
Out on Khaki Tracks. Khaki, whatever.
Quit fucking up.
That's so dirty.
Quit fucking up, it's time.
From the one and only Khaki Raphael.
Fucking up, it's time, bitch.
Raphael, I don't care.
Time, boy.
How do you pronounce it, Stu?
Fucking up, it's time.
Yeah, okay.
Quit fucking up, it's time, boy.
Do you know, traditionally I've not been one of these DJs that's into all the hoovers, but I have to say, I fucking love this.
It's very good. I like it too. There's a lot of good shit like that, actually, coming up soon as well, I believe.
Cool.
Boy.
8:27.
Disco bitch.
We're with you from now until 10 o'clock. From 9 o'clock, our special guest mix this week is from Jason Naughty, who will be taking part in Ask Me Anything. How do people get their questions in, Jolliver?
Well, you can post them in the chat room to us. You can send them to me via WhatsApp. You can post us a letter, which won't get here in time. Or you can start your message with the word shout, and you can text it to 60441. Your standard network rate applies. We don't care. Send us your messages, and the more abusive, the better. Word, actually, is worth mentioning. We've got some dirt on Jason already. There are members of his family that are very willing to give up a lot of information, actually, aren't there?
Yes, there are. So we'll be asking Jason about his pink tutu a bit later on.
Up, it's time, bitch. Quit fucking up, it's time, boy. Quit fucking up, it's time, bitch.
I believe he's got sequins on it.
Fucking up, it's time, boy. Quit fucking up, it's time, bitch.
Resurrection, past, present, future, from now till 10 o'clock tonight on globalhardhouse.com.
Disco boy.
The internet radio station that the internet was actually invented for. Sticking with the present, what have we got next? You're paying no attention.
I'm not paying any attention to the list at all. I'm very sorry, Lord K. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know the punishment I get from Lord K after I make mistakes like that? It's enough to send me home.
Yeah, well, you don't live up here in Salford, do you? Yes, it's Dave Owens.
All right, it's Dave Owens. Now, this tune is one of my all-time favourites. Fatter Than Your Mate's Mum. Out on Vicious Circle. Dave Owens. We like this one a lot, especially the title. I absolutely love this tune. Lord K,
Yes.
when are we going to be in a club again?
Ever had my way?
Now. Now.
About a year ago.
Oh, man. Boys and girls, we are as desperate as you. Trust me.
Depends what you're talking about there.
That was Dave Owens, Fatter Than Your Mate's Mum. Up next, Bizarre Q, Lost Control on Tempo Tracks. We're in the present, which is always good to know. Get your shouts in. Get your shouts in. Text shout to 60441. If you don't want to do that, leave us a message in the chat room. Be abusive. We'll read it out. We don't care.
So how's Liam getting on with the red bum grapes? Do you know that?
He seems to have disappeared from the chat room, Liam has. I'm not sure if he's addressing the arse grape problem.
Well, Laura disappeared earlier as well, so maybe she's got the round bum grapes and he's gone to Rimmer.
Maybe they're
I
taking.
don't know.
They can't both be on the chat at the same time. I think that's the giveaway, isn't it?
It's also very difficult to type whilst getting rimmed, apparently.
Oh, hang on, he's back. Shh. Don't say anything. Shh. Don't say anything. He's back.
We haven't mentioned Liam whatsoever. 8:32 on the balmy Friday night here in Salford. Wherever you're listening to the show, hello. I say coming up at 9 o'clock, we have our guest mix from Jason Naughty. A little bit of an interview where we'll be asking him about his lovely pink tutu with sequins.
I've heard his tutu's crotchless as well. A crotchless tutu.
Tutus usually are crotchless.
Are they?
Yeah.
Do they not have a little thing built in normally? Really?
Yeah.
So what do you wear underneath yours then, Dom?
Usually a leotard.
He just answers it straight away without even thinking.
Or something that used to actually be my wrestling name, unitard.
A unitard.
A unitard.
See, what I'm taking from that is the tard bit.
Of course. What else is there to take? You've known me long enough.
I have, unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I think Gaz has got a soggy keyboard. Gaz, expand on that, buddy. We want to hear it here.
I think that's the problem. He did expand on it. That's why it's soggy.
And also, Mark's correcting him. Sticky. More like, I mean, how does Mark know?
Oh, listen, a sticky keyboard is a very, very sort of popular thing these days.
Dripping.
Yeah.
Saturated. There's a word. Hang on. If I get really close to the mic, can I make this saturated?
Hang on, let me turn your bass up a bit. Hang on.
Turn it up. Saturated.
News just in. Apparently, we're talking about Sarah's keyboards.
Oh, Sarah's keyboard. Not okay. Sorry, Liam. Sorry, Mark. It's Sarah's keyboard. Thanks, Gaz.
Apparently, and I'm quoting here, she's fucking filth. That's official.
Go on, Sarah.
How does Sarah get a sticky keyboard?
Well, I'm not sure if. I tell you what, if you know the answer, text shout and then the answer to 60441. Standard network rate apply. Also, we have some great news, and we've won some money on some scratch cards.
Oh, several million?
No.
100,000?
No. So keep going.
50,000?
Keep going. You may as well just knock a few zeros off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
50 pounds?
Almost. £15. 1-5.
Wow.
And you are covered by the Resurrection Past, Present, Future Price Promise. Can't believe I get that right first time.
Which is what?
All of that £15 will be going towards our next event, whenever the fuck it happens. And if you know Boris, give him a call and tell him to let us go clubbing. Come on.
You lucky, lucky bastards.
Man. I think that's going to be a whole glitter bomb. One.
Yeah, one. The production we put on is like second to none, really.
Oh my God, man, it's amazing. Okay, that was Bizarre Q, Lost Control, out on Tempo Tracks.
Love that as well because it sounds very much like Depeche Mode. Enjoy the silence.
That's gone over my head.
Oh please, you're older than that. You don't know Depeche Mode, right? Stuart M, have we got Depeche Mode? Enjoy the silence. Oh well, fuck you too then. State of the art studio. We have the interweb. Can someone not just bring it up on the interweb and we can play it? No, obviously not.
No.
Resurrection, past, present, future. My teeth are whistling. I need to get new ones. 8:36, Friday the 2nd of July. 2nd of July? Where the fuck has the year gone?
Well, we can't go out, Lord K. That's why we're all in prison. That's what it feels like.
But it's going to be fucking Christmas soon.
Please, please, please keep the misery to a minimum. Right, what's this anyway? This is. Have we done this one? No, Stuart he's pressing the button and nothing's happening. For more of Stuart's cracking mixes, see resurrection.digital. Then you can listen to them in your own time and scrutinise them. This is Aaron Hammond, Waiting All Night, out on Amped Records. We like this one too.
Oh, so she's a squirter.
Well, I mean that is what it says on the chat room. I feel terrible having this conversation, Lord K.
Listen, the one thing you should always remember: never ever tell me anything, because I will just open my mouth, blurt it out, as you found out last month.
Across the entire world, in fact.
This track, by the way, is bringing to a close the present section for this month. Coming up shortly, we're going into the future.
The future, cha.
Aaron Hammond, Waiting All Night on Amped Records, in the key of A.
That's A for anal, boys and girls.
Bum grapes again, is it? How do we get away with this?
Well, we don't. No, I think that's the problem.
I used to be a professional radio presenter. Could never get away with any of this. Number one on the Toolbox chart.
This tune?
Yeah.
Love it. I really like this, actually.
Yeah.
Really like it. We've got some more updates from Gaz. Gaz is really delivering tonight. Thank you.
So, Sarah.
Oh, thank you so much, Gaz. We really appreciate this. So apparently Mark has purchased a solar-powered butt plug from Wish. Good luck with that, buddy. We all know how that's going to turn out. The instructions are in German. And we need listeners who can speak German that can help Mark.
Was ist denn los, bitte?
I don't think he wants your instructions, mate.
Although I was born in Germany, so I do speak it a little bit. Ein bisschen. Or ein bisschen, not Ern. Ern is French.
Bisschen.
Yeah, no, don't get caught out like I did. I ordered a Kickstart vibrator from Wish once.
Yeah, and which bit of you did it kickstart?
Well, I still can't walk properly. Resurrection, past, present, future, filth.
Actually, the theme of tonight's show is filth and Tony DeVee. I'm sorry to have to put those two things together.
The theme's not Tony DeVee. We're dedicating
It's dedicated
the show to his
Tony
memory.
Yeah.
And believe me, he'd be turning his grave if he could hear this. Okay, here we go into the future. Our very special guest tonight is none other than Jason Naughty. Coming up in about 20 minutes' time. He's agreed to ask me anything, so ask him anything. Get your questions in. How do they do it?
You can text the word shout to 60441. Your network will charge you 10p and we don't care. Make it as abusive as possible. We'll read it out regardless. Or you can get on the Global Hard House chat room. Send us some abuse there. There's plenty of filth to keep you entertained. This is Jason Naughty Rise Up out on Direct Drive. And, big shout to Stu Angus. Hello, mate. How you doing? Stu's in the house. Right.
This is released on the 30th of the 7th, as Jolliver correctly said, on Direct Drive.
Listen to me. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. Then you got to go home. At the end of pain is success. Stop.
I'm surrounded by fucking amateurs. Sorry, I'm not surrounded by amateurs. I've got a fucking amateur sat on my left.
But I'm exactly where I wanted to be.
It's on where?
Because I realized
It's out on
I gotta commit my
Defiant Digital.
this thing.
I'm being corrected
not
by Claire.
Direct Drive.
Not Direct Drive. I'm being corrected by Claire in the...
Sorry, say again, Stu. Oh, it's Jason Naughty and Direct Drive.
Right. Well, Stuart's fucked this up. So can we throw him out the window now, please?
He's sat there making some excuse up. I can't hear him because I've got headphones on. What? I can't hear you, mate.
And something else will take its place.
Whatever it's out on, it's fucking brilliant.
And something else will take.
Oh, Bomb Great Boy wrote it with Jason, apparently. He's just called us loons, right? That's it. Fucking war. You arsehole.
Sorry,
Oh, Bomb Great.
even though it's our fault, we're still sorry.
It will subside. It will subside.
Well, if licking hairy bum grapes makes you write tracks like this, I should be a fucking megastar.
And something else will take its place. It will subside.
Well, that's more information than you needed, isn't it?
It will subside.
Resurrection, past, present, future.
Take its place.
Jason Naughty and Direct Drive, Rise Up. Released on the 30th of this month.
It will subside.
7 months have gone already.
I know. Where is it gone, Lord K?
Yeah, Liam, if you lick bum grapes, that's probably why you're dying.
Oh, that sounds like a Stuart mix to me, Dominic. What do you think?
Standard.
He's getting absolutely... Poor Stuart's getting wrecked tonight.
That would explain a lot. moving on. This is last month's special guest. Was it last month?
It was last month,
it
yeah,
was,
Moby D.
Within Us. On Frantic Digital, out in September.
Thought I'd never be free and never be myself and never live my dreams. I'd never push boundaries. But as time went by,
Liam will now forever be known as Bum Great Boy.
that freedom is within each of us.
No, Phil, you can't call us that. They're useful. You're welcome, Liam. Not a problem, mate. Anytime. Do you know, I reckon if I ever meet any of these people off the chat room, I'm probably going to get a fucking good kicking.
Yeah. and I'll be there laughing.
You know, I've just seen the title of the next track. This show is just filth. Filth, filth, filth.
It is. It's been filth all the way through. The next track is.
No, not yet.
Why can't I say it? You see, boys and girls, this is what it's like at Resurrection HQ.
Yeah, you announce the tune as it's playing. You don't say the next tune.
We say
like-
up next. Oh, I'm sorry.
See, fucking amateurs.
I realized that freedom
I did that once.
each of us.
You see, the chat room has just gone to another level.
I don't know. This is the kind of level that interests me.
Apparently, Claire wants to be spanked later by, is it Bum Great Boy? Yeah.
It is Bum Great Boy. I mean, surely that carries its own set of risks, doesn't it?
And Mark wants to know if there's going to be a live stream of the spanking. Zoom orgy, cool.
How far away is Claire from Resurrection HQ? Can you guys make it here before the end of the show, and we can broadcast this live?
Are you going down that route as well then? Just filth.
I'm happy to go down any route anyone throws me on.
Nearly 10 to 9. 10 minutes to Jason Naughty. Minus Bum Great Boy. Now you can announce it.
This is Need Your Growler. And this is dedicated to all the ladies in the chat room that's keeping it alive.
Hang on, sexist pig. I have a cat called Growler, thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll trust you to have a pussy called Growler, Dom. Andy Farley and Matt Pickup out on Resurrection Digital, 17th to the 7th this year. So that's in 10 days or so. Go and buy it.
10 days. That makes it the 12th, you pleb.
That's why I'm on the radio and not doing maths.
Yep, Rachel Riley, you are not. Your norks are probably just as big, but that's about it.
Massive shout out to Claire from Moby Whale. My wife has an amazing growler, apparently. Wow. Moby's always delivering the goods.
I'm so glad we're not regulated.
If you have shouts or complaints, text shout and then your complaint to 60441 and we won't charge you for those messages.
Actually, Stu just made a good point. Apparently, sometimes it bites.
Oh my god. Has it got teeth?
My growler has. That sounds wrong. You know, it really comes to something when you're going to complain about yourself. Okay, I may have got that wrong. Madam Moby
Madam
is
Moby.
not Phil, although I have seen pictures of Phil as Madam Moby in a dress.
It's very easy for him to dress up as Madam Moby, but that's our first complaint, official complaint here at Resurrection.
And it's from Madam Moby about who?
It's about Moby. Moby D. I love that. All of that chat about bum grapes, no complaints at all. But the minute Phil comes on, like, we know we get bad feedback, everything just takes a turn for the worse, doesn't it?
Friday night, 7 minutes to 9. Now, this next track has already got my back up. You see, I hate things where people say things like, I specifically asked you a question.
Oh my God.
You fucking did not.
Specifically is one, and what's another one that we like
I
here?
asked you a question.
Arcs is a bad one. Another one is could've. Could've makes me viscerally angry.
Yeah, but that's all irregardless.
Irregardless is awful. Awful. Who are these awful people that
Well,
say
this
these
happens
things?
to be Vandalise and Peter Maxwell. Out on High Five on the 16th of August.
Any lawyers out there? Moby needs you. Text I'm a lawyer to 60441 and offer your services to Moby well. His tunes are selling well. He's got loads of money, so you can charge loads. That's what I would do.
Actually, Claire and Bumgate Boy have been talking about arcs.
Arse?
I fucking hate that.
Are you sure it wasn't arse, bumboy?
Bumboy, that's a new one. Are you referring to me or Liam?
Hang on, I was actually. Are we calling this Bumgate, by the way? Or
Must do.
Grapegate?
Grapegate. No, that sounds a bit odd. Bumfest. Stu just said that's a party I'd want to go to.
Well, it is. That's not a lie, Dom, is it?
You lot have such a low opinion of me.
And why is that, Lord K?
Because I'm filth.
Exactly.
Filth personified. Right, It's official. It's now Bumgate Grape. What? No, Bumgate Gate. Fuck off. Oh, we're back to Arcs and Pacifically, aren't we? Vandalize and Peter Maxwell. Irregardless. As I say, out on High Five on the 16th of August this year. Well worth a perch.
Absolutely great tune. We like that.
4 minutes to Jason Naughty. If you want to ask him anything, get your questions in now. How do they do that, Jolliver?
Well, thanks for asking, Lord K. They
You're
can
very
text.
welcome.
They can text shout and then the question to 60441 if you fancy paying 10p, or get in the Global Hard House chat room and send us a message for free. And while you're there, send us some abuse because we love it.
You're listening to Resurrection, past, present, future with Jolliver and me, now christened Bumboy. Last future track now before our special guest. Stuart Evans just wet himself. This is Lucas Riker. Cheap Boys Don't Pay Rent. On Overdose Records, October and November this year. Claire's just said Bum Grape Gate. Bit of a mouthful. Well, rimming usually is. Fucking tune and a half. Lucas Riker, Cheap Boys Don't Pay Rent.
We like that a lot.
It's just gone 9 o'clock. You're listening to Resurrection, past, present, future. Actually, there's been some pretty good tunes tonight.
They made me want to go out, Lord K. Like now. I want to go
Well,
now.
Go into the middle of that roundabout and dance like an idiot.
I don't want to dance on a roundabout in Salford. That sounds like
You're
a shit
no
idea.
fun.
Well, I mean, I will if I'll do it. I'll do it for Resurrection.
If enough people come into the chat room and ask Jolliver to go and dance on that roundabout out the front of our building, he says he will.
I will do it. I will do it. If enough people ask for it, I will do it.
We'll video it and put it up on the web.
Okay, is Jason incoming?
I believe he's there. Are you there, Jason?
You've reached the voicemail of Jason Naughty. Please leave a message. You alright?
Fabulous.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm going to regret that, aren't I?
Quite possibly, especially with some of the questions we've got coming up later on.
I'm sad I missed the show, but my son's getting married, so I've had to pull myself away from that.
Oh,
it was good. So,
Congratulations to him.
Congratulations.
look, man.
Right, well, let's get through these as quickly as we can then. So, what got you into DJing in the first place?
Don't know. Love of music. Just a love of music in the 80s, and then watching a video in the 80s of someone scratching at the World Champs, DJ Cheese and Cash Money. And then when I saw that scratching, that was it. Me sold. That sound and how to make that sound yourself. That was it. That's what I wanted to do.
Cool.
So got into that, and then it evolved bit by bit. You know, doing as we all do, friends parties in the end, and bigger
Yeah.
parties, and and ended up DJing. Always a DJ first, producer second.
So, given that inspiration from scratching, you didn't get into breakbeat, did you? Or because I mean, hard house is not necessarily as kind of scratchy as some other genres, maybe.
So when I used to make hard house, it was always rave inspired. So there's always little rave stabs, and then the break beats from the rave as well.
Oh
were
yeah, of
thrown in
course,
there,
yeah.
just with a bouncy offbeat in the middle of it, and then you can throw break beats in because they were the same speed as the old wave tunes were the same speed as the new hard house tunes.
Sure,
so
sure.
you could put breakbeat in there, yeah.
Even that little impression you did just then makes me excited. We're all so desperate, Jason.
It's just desperate. Get me out.
We're so
Bebop
desperate.
for the street corner.
Oh man, even listening to someone on a phone make a boongy boongy noise, it's good enough for me. How would you describe the sounds you play now?
Sounds I play difficult to as what I play because I haven't played out an awful lot to crowds as no one has. You know what I mean? And I'm coming back now, but I would say that my sets would definitely be an all genre thing. Going from it would just really be what the crowd pulled me along with that day. So if I was at a hard house gig and, actually there's a chance for here to go a bit more anthemy and a bit more trancey and a bit more hands in the air, then I would go that way if the crowd were doing it. And if not, I'd go a bit darker and a bit deeper and a bit more naughty, But all bouncier or, just read the crowd, man. That's what I do. I don't want to be pigeonholed like you used to have to be pigeonholed really to get a set. But now I'll just play whatever's... can we swear, by the way?
Yeah, of course you can.
Whatever's fucking brilliant.
Excellent.
Were you holding back?
Yeah, a little bit. Someone just walked past. Yeah.
Lovely.
So, DJ and producer now, but what did you want to be as a kid? What was your ultimate dream job when you were younger?
Well, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I was a mess. I would just think probably something to do with music. Something to do with music.
So you've always been into sort of music.
Yeah, totally. Just sold on it. It was an escape, innit? It's an escape for loads of people from like tough lives or just to get away from things that aren't too good in your life, So
Yeah, fair enough.
music's there. You can make it your own, can't you?
And
Absolutely.
were
Your
there
head.
any
It never
favourite
leaves you.
were there any favourite bands or acts that you listened to as a teenager that may have inspired you, other than the scratchy stuff?
Well, really, because I was like, buying my own music in the 80s from early on. It was really anything that had anything electric in it. That's just what pricked my ears up straight away. So it could be stuff like, some of your listeners might not know it, but people like OMD, for instance, they were all electronic and
Right.
One of my
even-
favourite bands, as it happens.
Is it actually?
Yeah, absolutely. Love OMD. All
Yeah,
all
oh,
that sort of
brilliant,
early electronica.
Yeah, early electronic stuff that was made not with instruments. You know, it always intrigued me. You know, it always pricked my ears up more than anything else.
Your Yazoos, Erasures, all that sort of thing. Love it.
Yeah, even
Absolutely love
Erasures,
it,
mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eurythmics and people like that. They were just using
Absolutely.
keyboards and synthesizers and yeah.
I mean, Dave Stewart, musical genius. Enough said.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Well, I'm happy with that. I mean, good company.
Oh, absolutely. So, when you're going into a studio to write a track, what is your actual creative process?
It's been different. It's been different over the years. It can be anything, mate. From like either I've got a chord in my head or a little riff in my head, or a vocal sample that no one's ever used, and I think, oh, that's a good one. Yeah, or just a bass line that I've heard somewhere else before, and I think, oh, I could put a twist on that. It could be something just like that, and then it evolves from that, doesn't it?
And do you
It must
always
happen to you.
know what you want to do when you're in the studio? I.e., do you have a sort of a plan, or do you just go in and do it ad hoc?
I do have lately. I do have a plan, and especially if I'm working with someone else, like Direct Drive, we have a plan to make a 138. We call it Vanilla Trance, right? The next Armin van Buuren, amazing, going to sell 50,000 copies. And then halfway through it, we end up evolving, going, no, we're not quite that good, but we're pretty good at hard trance, right? So we're going to go that way. And then we do it, and then we play it to Moby D, and Moby goes, yeah, it's great, mate, but you want to do a bit of this with it. And then he'll tell us what to do, and then we change it. And it ends up completely different.
Tell him to fuck off and mind his own business.
No, but annoyingly, he's always fucking right.
So
and
who-
he has that right. Well, I've known him for 25 years. So, yeah.
Who would you ultimately like to collaborate with on a track, and why, in like a Dreamland scenario?
Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, keep going, mate. I'm not a doorman. Go. Sorry, someone arriving to the party.
Are they asking you for permission to enter?
They literally asked me permission to enter.
Oh,
I'm
you should say your name's not down. You're not coming in.
Yeah, let me check you for gear, mate.
So yeah, who would you ultimately like to collaborate with on a track, and why?
Could it be like someone from the old days as well?
Whoever you want.
Fantasyland.
John Please Women.
Oh wow, yeah.
I love his era. I love his era. I love what he was doing back then. I love everything about him. I loved his music. I love listening to his sets in the Cross in London and places like that. And he, like, I watched him wake a dead dance floor up at 4:30 in the morning once. It was dead. Everyone was either going home or against the wall. And I watched him wake that place up, you know, and no one had done any extra gear or anything. He just woke it up with tracks and his vibrancy. And I love a couple of his tracks, and Passion was one of them, you know. So
Yeah.
if I could, I would.
Cool. Right. So, do you ever get nervous before a gig? And if so, how do you deal with it?
It's not a family show,
Yeah.
by the way.
You can say
what- you can
You
say
can
what
say
you
whatever
want.
you like.
It's probably less nervy now because you haven't got to rely on needles not jumping for a start.
Yeah.
Right, when you're mixing, you jump up and down too much, a needle jumps, and that's it. Then your set's crap, and so the needle don't jump anymore. So I'm less nervous. The vinyl doesn't run away with you if you tap it too hard. You tap the side of the, you get it in time slightly too hard. It doesn't run away and go out of time. It's really easy to time up a track now with the side of they're not called a platter anymore, are they? What are they called? Jog wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so
Wax
a lot
cylinder.
of nervousness. Yeah. So a lot of nervousness is gone because the technical side of it is much more. Well, I'm not going
Smoother.
to say easier. Is it smoother? Yeah, smoother and more fun to do. You're not under that much pressure anymore with this new technical stuff, and I love it. I love it. I didn't think I would. I spent 15 years going, no, I'm not doing that. It's vinyl only. And as soon as I had a go at it, I was sold. I was like, this gives me more time to dance and more time to learn tricks.
What's your favourite
know?
venue or event to play at, and why? Maybe it's
Camden. Camden.
sorry, maybe it's something to do with the kit.
Oh, that's got him thinking.
Not sure. Camden Palace was good.
That's my favourite.
In
That's my
Ireland-
favourite venue in the world.
Oh, wicked.
Love it.
In Ireland, there used to be a place called Enigma, which was insane. It was like it had its own like time zone or something. It was just, you'd go there and you'd lose yourself for a weekend because it was a hotel as well. and it was just taken over by absolute nutters for a whole weekend. The Enigma in Ireland, it was amazing. And then probably another one would be the Fridge in Brixton.
Oh,
Great
yes.
stage to play on. The only thing about that was the decks were on chains, so the decks would swing around in front of you a bit.
Yeah, they used
So
to
they
do that
were-
at Heaven as well.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, played there. Yeah, So they are great venues to play at, and the crowds were amazing. But nowadays, I mean, I'm waiting. You know, we're playing at the Tidy Weekender when it's eventually on. We're at Frantic, which is going to be insane. Me and Moby D back to back at Frantic. Can't wait.
Oh, yes.
We just had a message through, on the chat room from Phil saying, "Stop being nice, Ollie and Dom. Give us a chance, mate. We haven't got to the last few questions."
We're getting there. Anyway, let's not take up too much more of Leroy's time.
Yes. So be honest, Leroy. What is your most annoying habit?
Leroy.
Leroy. That'll come back to bite you in the arse later on in the questions.
Oh no! That Leroy. How do you
That
know
Leroy.
about, how do you know about that Leroy?
You have
Is
traitors
it that
amongst
Leroy,
you.
the Leroy I'm thinking of.
There are
So-
traitors amongst you, mate.
Well, let's put it this way. This is
That's
where you
deep.
this is where you start paying in sweat. Anyway, so
Let's press on.
what is your most annoying habit?
Probably my fucking laugh, mate. It's too loud. It's too loud. Yeah, and I'm going to say that. I'm going to play safe.
What's your most embarrassing moment? Bear in mind, we may already know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a hard one. This isn't it? It's
Was
like,
it-
oh fuck, do I give away
Was it
more?
DJ? And it was a moment in Camden Palace. I talked about it before in another interview where I double beated in Camden Palace, and I was so fooked after 2 days of like gigs that I kept trying to time it, fighting with it live with like 1,000 people in front of me on the, I can't remember what stage it was, Berserk stage. And I was going further and further down the wrong way. Further and further. It was getting worse and worse and worse. 1,000
Oh,
people looking.
no.
I know it's out. That massive sound system knows it out. The crowd knows it's out. And I'm still fighting with it with the sweat on. And my mate, Colin Knox, leant over and just grabbed the vinyl and just spun back. Went and then just flipped the fader across.
Interesting.
it.
Interesting.
That's a
but
true
that-
friend.
But that's not what we have here. More later. How would you like to?
Right.
How would you like to be remembered?
Not for that.
As for Plur, peace, love, unity, and respect everywhere. I hope I spread it, man. I hope
Cool.
I spread that.
We like that. What do you consider to be your career highlight and why?
DJ in the midnight set at a festival in New Zealand in 2004 at in a tent to 3,000 odd people at the Hard House tent at 12 o'clock after misbehaving from Tidy Tracks.
Right.
That was it, man. That was the moment. It was awesome.
Cool.
Oh, I wish I was there right
Absolutely
now,
mental.
actually.
Three more
mate.
questions to go, and then we'll get you to introduce your mix. So,
Cool.
have you ever been kicked off the decks by a supposed celebrity?
What, real decks or like cheesy club
I'll
deck?
just say the word Stringfellows.
Oh, fucking cheesy club deck. Oh, Jesus.
Come on, Leroy. Come on,
I've never,
Leroy.
yeah, because that's got to be true. 'Cause I've never been kicked off the decks apart from one place
Yeah.
when I was desperate to get gigs from anywhere, playing anything, and I played at Stringfellows, and I played. Oh, it was all cheese.
Who
I played-
kicked you? Who kicked you off the decks, mate?
Someone from Coronation Street. Someone from Coronation Street was like the front of house or something, and he come and grabbed the mic and went, no, none of this. Can we, in front of everyone, can we have the resident DJ back, please? I played 3 hardcore records. That was it.
Then
I was like halfway through, like Awesome 3, Don't Go, and he kicks me off.
Oh, that-
'cause
and
I
that's
wouldn't
a-
play 2.
That's one of my favourite tunes, actually, of all time. Awesome 3 Don't Go.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
But it's Chris
Quentin.
Quentin.
Yes.
Quentin.
Yes,
We know.
he kicked me off. And he had an attitude, and he was disgusted, and he didn't know what Awesome 3 was.
You should make
And I went off.
You should make a little T-shirt with the slogan, "I got kicked off by Corrie."
I do you know what? I don't want to admit that I played at fucking Stringfellows.
well, you've told the world now,
Bit
and
late now, pal.
Oh.
we'll give you some time after this to work out who spilled the beans on you, right? Have you ever, staying with the theme of decks, I don't know, for example, fallen into any decks whilst another perhaps more important DJ was
You've
playing?
either been speaking to my missus, OBD, or or Colin Knox.
Jason,
One of those three.
we're everywhere, buddy.
Oh.
We are everywhere at Resurrection.
I have fallen into Tall Paul's deck at the gardening club too, at a night called Belly Up.
How
What-
the fuck do you recover from that?
Describe what happened.
What
Come
you,
on.
Well, what you think is recovery, because you peeled out your face, what you think is recovery is grabbing the needle, putting it back on, scratching it across the vinyl that you've tried to pick back up as well, and then going, mate, I'm really sorry, I know what it's like. I'm a DJ.
and how did
Myself.
And how did Mr. Newman take that?
He was really fucking cool, absolutely cool. You could see I was spanned, and you could see I only meant well, and just like, yeah, it's cool, man, but just leave it now, yeah. You dance over there, bruv.
That's really good, actually.
Oh.
I'm glad it
I
had a
remember
kind
the
of
line.
happy ending.
I remember the line. Oh, mate, it's all right. I know how you feel. I'm a DJ myself. Oh. Oh, man.
All right.
Fabulous.
Shall we?
Final question, Jason.
Oh, this is my favourite one.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this all day.
Can't be worse
Why?
than that.
Why did you want to be christened Leroy?
You can't do that to me.
Yeah,
You've
you're-
done
you're-
it. Answer the question.
You are live on Global Hard House Radio to the
Well,
world.
sir, if anyone isn't like 20 years of age, they'll know. How do you know that?
Come on,
There's a
spill
film in the
beans.
80s and a show in the 80s called Fame, and it's about the school of entertainment and dance and music and all that business. And the lead character was this gorgeously handsome black guy called Leroy. He was an amazing dancer, and I wanted to be him. I wanted to dance and leap and do stuff like that. And I got christened against my will anyway, because I'm an atheist, at 12. And I cried all the way through it, not because I was getting christened, but because they wouldn't call me Leroy.
And what were you wearing while all this was happening?
Oh no! Well,
Come on, tell the
12
boys and
years
girls.
old, crying in a Cub Scout uniform. Oh yeah.
This is the best thing I've ever heard.
Do you know what, mate? Do you know what? It's a good job I had my career 20 years ago, because it's fucked now.
Yeah. I mean,
Big time.
or better, you never know. I tell you what, we can all share the joy that there were no camera phones when we were, doing all this
I
shit.
say it all the time.
Oh
I
my
say
God.
no camera phones, and no eBay, so you could buy tattoo guns for after parties. I would be covered in them, mate. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, whack it on my head.
Oh, mate.
fabulous. Jason, thank you so much for being an absolute star and
Absolute
such a good
pleasure.
sport. All that remains
boys.
now is, could you please introduce your mix?
Thanks, guys. What a show, by the way. It's a quality show, this.
Thank you very much.
I've done a little mix for 23 years, all the way up to now. So there's a few tracks from old school times, some that are current or have just bought a few months ago that I really like the sound of, and then some new stuff that's not even out yet. So enjoy it. Yeah. And if you don't, just shut up. Don't say nothing.
Thanks very much, Naughty.
You know, man.
Thank you. Bye. The fabulous Jason Naughty there. Sorry, Leroy
Sorry,
Naughty.
Leroy Naughty. Yeah.
Resurrection, past, present, future. This is the guest mix.
Nowadays, people tend to look over the real art of DJing. It's more than standing on top of the DJ booth with your hands up. It's more than standing on top of the DJ booth with your hands up, 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 It's more than standing on top of the DJ booth with your hands up.
Once again, back is the incredible.
The real art of DJing.
crowd's been slowly growing, but it's only you I see these times. We're going in now, deeper down and round we go. Never-ending rivers wind us to the floor. Keep holding all the deeper down and round we go. Never-ending rivers wind us to the floor. Going in now, deeper down and round we go. Never-ending rivers wind us to the floor. Keep holding all the deeper down and round we go. Never-ending rivers wind us to the floor. Going in now. Going in now. Drop us way down low. 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 Drop us way down low.
Well, that's very nearly it for tonight. 10 minutes to go. Coming up after us is Mickey G here on globalhardhouse.com. Massive thank you to Jason Naughty for being an absolute star this evening.
I think you mean Leroy, don't you?
Sorry, Leroy.
Leroy. Real pleasure having you on, mate. Thank you so much.
Thank you to everyone in the chat room. Bum Great Boy.
Oh, Bum Great Boy.
Claire,
Sarah, Laura, all over it. In fact, quite literally all over it.
Massive thank you to Stuart M for pushing the buttons not necessarily in the right order. Coming up on next month's show, we have, how do I describe them? Two of my oldest friends from the music industry, the Sharp Boys, will be taking part in Ask Me Anything, and they're doing the guest mix. You stealing my money?
I'm trying to steal Dom's money. I haven't touched a £2 coin for nearly 2 years, or probably a year. Who carries money anymore?
Me?
Why?
Cause?
Plur and PLUR. Peace, love, unity, and respect.
This has been Resurrection Past, Present, Future on Friday, the 2nd of July, 2021. A massive thank you to Stuart M. A massive thank you to you, Jolliver.
And a very good thank you to you, Lord K.
A very good thank you.
A very good, big good thank you.
Yeah. You breaking the teeth in for a dog.
I love it. I love it when he catches me out.
Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you have, we have been DJ Lord K and Jolliver.
Hello.
If you haven't,
fuck off.
I was trying to think of something different to do than my normal one.
Well, we have a complaints line now. Text, shout, and then your complaint
Yeah, no,
to
that's just true.
60441. We're hoping that we get more texts that way. We know Moby's wife is going to complain.
Oh, obviously.
the lovely Claire.
Apparently, according to the chat room, he's on the sofa tonight.
He's on the sofa at a different house.
Guys, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure. We're back next month for more of the same. Why they let us do it is beyond me, but hey. Stay safe, be well, and if it hurts, take it out.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Stuart. Mikey G up after us.